People of the internet, presidential debate took place a few days ago. And of course, it went exactly how I anticipated it was going to go. To be completely honest, as mentioned, of course, I didn't watch the debate. I was actually unable to watch the debate. I was out. But even still, like, it went exactly like I knew what was going to happen before it happened. I knew it was going to be a shit show. I knew it was going to be jokes and comedy and memes. I knew Joe Biden was going to be Joe Biden as he's been these past few months. And, you know, we've been seeing it. And honestly, here's my take, right? Here's what I know is what's happening. This is what I think is happening, and I'm seeing it played out. It's all marketing, right? Like I've been saying for some time. I've been saying this for the longest time. Donald Trump will be the president of the United States. The propaganda that's taking place right now is that it's universally understood that Joe Biden is. They've been calling him Sleepy Joe for the longest time now, right? He's garnered the nickname Sleepy Joe. We've seen numerous videos of him staggering along, almost fumbling upstairs, falling upstairs. He's, mumbling his words. He sounds incoherent at times. People accuse him of even pooping on himself one time, which of course it was funny, but that wasn't the case. But we're seeing Joe. Joe is like our old grandpa who, we just want to get him safely, come, hang around with the family, and then get him off to bed at a decent time is how I'm looking at it. That's the marketing of Joe Biden right now, right? I think everybody understands right now that Joe Biden doesn't seem fully cognizant, right? Or mentally, physically able to run the United States of America. So the marketing behind all of that is doing exactly that. So, whether you vote Democrat or Republican or whatever the case is, that's how it's been painted. So you as a Democrat, if you thought you were going to vote for Biden, if you thought that was going to be who you're going to cast your vote for, you watch that debate and you're probably thinking otherwise. And it's like, all right, cool. Well, let's turn to the Republicans. What's the other side? How who do we got on the other side? Oh, Donald Trump. That's our other option. And of course, I think I reported on this not too long ago as well too. Donald Trump has now been convicted. And honestly, I think that that's only made him more cooler in certain circles. It hasn't really dissuaded him because people feel like, oh, well, he's one of us. Not to say that everybody's a criminal or has some type of criminal record. But Donald Trump comes off as the comedian, down to earth, call it how it is. He's a funny guy. We can't deny it. Trump has made me laugh out loud, literally, on numerous occasions. Even in his first presidency, I've literally laughed out loud at Donald Trump. He's a funny guy. So Trump, though he's old as well too, we all got to remember he's an old man as well too. And again, I'm not being ageist. I'm not saying, I have done videos before where I felt like, just like every other industry where retirement is a thing, I think we need to have retirement ages, cutoff ages in politics as well too. There's a retirement age in corporate America. There's a retirement age in sports. There's a retirement age in almost every sector of careers in the workforce, but the political system. I don't get why that is. Has anybody stopped to think that? Why is that? Why don't we have a retirement age for the political system here in the United States? But everywhere else, when you're about 65, 63, 64, 65, it's time to retire, collect your pension, this, that, and the other. But for some reason, that's not the case to be the president. You could go on to be, as long as you're still alive, clearly it looks like, you could still be president. As long as even if you have a record now. It's so funny. For the common man, I dare you to go ahead and put, when you're applying for a job, when you're applying for a job, any job, and they ask you that question that they ask on every application, have you ever been convicted of a crime, whatever the case is, or do you consent to a background check? Majority of the times, depending on the job, if you dare put, yes, I've been convicted of a crime, just know you're not getting a call back. But luckily for you, there's still hope. If you do want to be the president of the United States, that answering yes to that question will not deter you. You will still be a qualified candidate of running the United States of America. But no, we don't want you at other corporate America jobs if you have that record. This world is backwards. And then this is this is the point I'm trying to make. This world is a joke. The United States political system is a joke. That's one of the main reasons. Even if I didn't have plans, prior arrangements, I wasn't going to watch the debate anyway. Because one, like I've been telling y'all, I don't really care for politics at all. Two, I've said this before as well too. I don't see the difference between politics and WWE wrestling. I don't. And this is not to knock. I got a few homies that watch wrestling, whatever the case is. I don't knock people for liking what they like, but you know how there's like reality TV, there's, Real Housewives and like Love Island and like wrestling, like reality TV. There's no difference between in the political system at all. They're characters. To me, it's like politics is just little characters. They all have their names. They all have their titles. They, oh, yeah, I'm the governor of da-da-da, or I'm the president. Bruh, you're just another person who's being told what to do. Whatever. I don't even want to go down that rant right now. But if you've been watching my videos, you know exactly how I feel about the political system. And again, the debate a few nights ago solidified that. It is a joke. The greatest things that you get on Twitter or whatever the case is on your social media, it was for the memes. People, it was more so a comedy show. We walked away with a bunch of memes and not feeling anybody. Again, if you feel like you're somebody that votes, I don't think there's nobody. I think I even tweeted this as well too. There's nobody that watched the debate and feels confident now to go into the polls like, all right, Biden it is, or Trump it is, or the case. There's no way. There's no way. If anything, you should be concluding like, hey man, let them do what they're gonna do, right? Because at the end, what's that saying? How does that one saying go? Forgot how the saying goes, but it's basically about joining the circus. It's like, I don't care to join the circus. Let them run the show. You get it? Because again, I would argue that your vote doesn't matter. Give me an example where you felt like you voted and you felt like it conducted to something that was some good. I never think that your vote mattered ever to begin with in my life. Ever. I've never felt like, oh man, I contributed to the greater good of our political system. Never. So it's just like, you should have came to that realization. In my personal opinion, you should have now realized, hey, this political system is a joke. We got Sleepy Joe Biden. We have a convicted felon. They're cracking jokes. They're making memes. Again, every time you watch Biden now, it looks like, oh, please don't fall. Please don't fall. Like every time, like I'm not trying to be funny. Like I'm genuinely concerned for Mr. President Joe Biden. Trump to me, he's a funny guy. I don't like Trump. I don't hate Trump. Trump, he's a social media guy. To me, Trump is just like a social media personality. And these are the candidates for the United States of America. This is who you have to choose from. Good luck with that, folks. Again, if you vote, do your thing, man. I'm not going to tell you what you should and should not do. Me personally, I'm not going to waste my time. I'm not going to waste my time because one way or another, they're still going to do what they want to do. And two, honestly, the changes that they're being proposed to, if anything, I think I'll say this. Trump, if anything, seems to be, he's a guy that puts his money where his mouth is. Or if he says something, most of the times he'll probably do it in most situations. But again, you got to understand that there's a grand scheme of thing that's taking place when it comes to this whole political thing, whatever the case is. Like, it's a lot more, I don't want to get too deep as well, too, of course, with, going down that rabbit hole, but it's more that meets the eye when it comes to presidency and whatever the case is. But again, if you feel inclined to cast your vote and you're still under the impression that your vote matters and you're looking forward to going to the polls and voting Trump or Biden, Democrat or Republican, good luck with that. I hope you get the results you're looking for. But I do know that watching the debate, if you did watch the debate, you can't feel confident that any of these people are going to be the people that we need in office. But that's just my take, folks. Again, what came out of it? Memes, jokes, as America does. I've said this as well, too. All we do in America is joke, entertainment, play. And there's going to come a time where playing is not going to be the thing we're going to want to do. We're going to wish we took some things seriously when it was time to take things seriously. We're going to wish we took some things seriously, like, man, okay, yeah, we laughed, and it was funny then we were laughing, but now, when shit has now hit the fan, it's too late, is what's going to happen. Come October, November, December, there's not going to be too many jokes, or we're just going to laugh our way to doom. And again, if you get on here and you try to have serious conversations, people say you're too serious. Oh, you're too serious, man. Let's play some more. Let's play. Whatever. To each his own. To each his own. Have fun, have a ball. If voting is what you feel inclined to do and you do feel like your vote matters, go for it. But I want to know, leave a comment down in the comment section. Who are you voting for? After you heard your candidates, your choices, you heard a little bit of Trump, you heard a little bit of Biden, you've been seeing how Biden been moving up until this point. Who are you voting for if you care to share? Go ahead and let me know down in the comment section. Who will you be voting for in this 2024 election? I want to know. What changes do you think will be implemented once your vote has been casted? I want to know. Because for me, folks, from where I'm sitting, damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's like literally pick your poison. And we just kind of got to deal with this. It's like we're all part of this reality show. So I'm trying to just mitigate my involvement in this comedy skit. That's my take. Of course, I want to hear yours. Questions, comments, concerns are always greatly appreciated. I will catch you on the next one.